Hello children. So welcome to the next class on simple equations. Now in my previous class we have discussed how to solve simple equations by inverse operation method, right? And I hope you have done sufficient practice. Now today I am going to discuss how to solve linear equations by transposition. Transposition. That means we'll be shifting the position of the terms directly. How to solve linear equations by transposition. So let's start, and I'll explain the working to you as I take the question. So that is the next exercise 13b, and I'll be solving the questions by transposition method. The rules and steps are very clear. As I write the question, I'll explain the steps to you along with that. So exercise 13b, and what is the method? By solving by transposition. Today I'll also teach you how to verify your answer. So once we have solved linear equation, we'll do verification also. Few sums I'll teach you how to verify your answers, right? So let's start. It is exercise 13b, children. Right? Okay, exercise 13b. I am taking first question. Well, equation itself, I will let you know the main steps of solving by transposition method. What are the main steps? Now, first of all, we bring all the terms with the variable to one side, that is left hand side, and all the constants to right hand side. Right? That is the first step. Now there is only one term with the variable, so this stays here only on left hand side. This is left hand side, and that is right hand side of the equation. So the constant should be taken to the right hand side. In transposition, when you pick up the term and take to the other side, we change the sign of that constant. Whichever term you are picking up, constant you are picking up, and you take to the other side, to change the sign. So if I take it to this side, plus 4 becomes minus 4. So what happens in the next step? 5x is equal to 19 minus 4. This is transposition. We change the sign. When you pick it up and take to the other side, change the sign. Right? So now it is 5x. Opposite sign, subtract 15. Now whatever is the coefficient here, right? It is multiplying by 5. When you take it, divide the other side by that. If it is multiplying here, you divide the other side. When you take it, it's in a way cross multiplication. So this would be in cross multiplied. When it is multiplying, it would divide the other side. But when you cross multiply, do not change the sign. When you pick up and take it to the other side, change the sign. But when you are just cross multiplying, it would remain plus 5 only. It would say sign would not change. Right? These are the only two things which you have to remember. So, what happens here now? 5 is going to the other side. So it is 15 divided by 5. I have divided, multiplied means divided. And now it cancels off 3. So what is your value of x? 3. Now I will tell you how to verify or check your answer. So for that I will write it as check. We are seeing whether the work is correct or not. And write LHS, RHS. LHS stands for left hand side, RHS stands for right hand side. LHS is 5x plus 4. I draw a line. So 5x plus 4, and RHS is 19. So there we don't have to do anything. It's already 19. Whatever is value of x, we'll put here. Substitute it here. So what is value of x, children? 3. So 5, it is multiplying 3 plus 4. Then they are next to each other, then multiply. 5 into 3, 15 plus 4. What is it? 19. And what is it? 19. in a linear equation, when we solve and get a value of variable, it should be such that when you substitute the value, left hand side should come equal to right hand side. That means your value is correct. So now my left hand side value comes equal to right hand side. It has to come. If it does not come, that means we have made some mistake. So it is equal. Since LHS is equal to RHS, my work is correct. Right? This is very simple way of checking your work. So is this clear, children? This is by which method? Transposition. Once again, if there are terms, more than one term, we keep the variable term on one side. All variable terms should be on one side and constants on the other side, right hand side. When you shift the term, you take it to the other side, change the sign. So we have shifted, it becomes plus 4 becomes minus 4. Now we are left with only single term 5. Then we cross multiply. When we cross multiply, whatever multiplies is dividing. So then we do not change the sign. Very simple rules of transposition. Alright, so let me take some other question now. I'll take question number 2, 4. There are 14 questions. So I'll take now question number 2, 4, 6, 8. So that you are knowing each and every type of question. So question number 2. What it is? 3x minus 8 is equal to 10. Then I'll take question number 4, which is minus 6 plus 3x is equal to minus 5. So let's see and do by transposition method. Okay. So more than one term. So we keep the x term on one side and constant to the other. So what is transposition? You will transpose this on this side, minus, the sign changes, it becomes plus 8. When it is put that side, it becomes what? Plus 8. So 3x is equal to 10, sign changes, plus 8. Now 3x, same sign at 18. Now it is single term. We always cross multiply. So the value which multiplies divides the other side, but sign does not change. So sign does not change. So it is x is equal to 18 divided by 3. Value of x is what? 6. What we'll do now, children? Check. Now this check, you will do it just underneath and write LHS, RHS. Now what is left hand side? This. Left hand side is what? 3x minus 8 and right hand side is what? 10. Wherever there is x, I'll put value of x as 6 and check, simplify and see whether it is correct or not. 3 into 6 minus 8. We multiply first, right? Rules of BODMAS always. So 3 into 6, 18 minus 8. Positive and negative, opposite sign always subtract. 18 minus 8, 10. Is LHS equal to RHS? Yes. LHS is equal to RHS. That means our work is very fine. Right, children? Okay. Now see in this case. We'll give the variable term on one side and shift. Now this is the constant, it would go to the other side. Minus 6, when it is transposition, it is taken to the other side, it becomes plus 6. So it is 3x is equal to minus 5 and plus 6. Well, children, again a word of caution here. Remember, opposite sign we always subtract, don't add up this, or if you have any difficulty, please put always positive values first and then negative, you will not make mistake. So what you get? 3x is equal to 1. Now if it is multiplying, it cross multiplies and sign does not change. So 3 would divide. So value of x would be what? 1 by 3. This is my work. Now let's check. LHS, RHS. You will now see, this check will tell you that you can check whether your answer is correct or not. You are supposed to solve. But by doing this, you can also tell whether your answer is correct or not. This is now in your hand. You don't have to see the answers at the back of your phone. Now I'll put the value here. LHS, what is the value here? I'll take this. Minus 6 plus 3x, and RHS is minus 5. Okay, I've drawn the line. Now wherever x is there, I'm going to put which value? 1 by 3. So minus 6 plus 3 into 1 by 3. 1. So it is minus 6 plus 1. Now don't make it minus 7. Again a word of caution. Remember this. Opposite sign always subtract. 6 and 1 subtract 5. And put the 1 with the greater absolute value. Sign of the 1 with the greater absolute value. So it is what? Minus 5. Right? Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. So LHS is equal to what? RHS. So we have verified our work. Right, children? So this is very simple. 2 rules of transposition, and practice is must. Definitely you have to practice it. As I keep telling you, wherever you have doubt, do not go ahead. Just pause it there, go back and see that portion once again in the video. That is now in your hand. You can do it as many times as you want. Alright, children. So now, let's move on to question number 6 and 8. Now this part you can easily note down. You can manage it, right? Question number 6 and 8. So here is question number 6, and let's do question number 8 here. So question number 6 is, there is one difference in question number 6. As I tell you that every question teaches you something or the other. You can see there are 4 terms now, and 8 it's different. Alright. So what you are going to learn in these 2 questions? What is my rule? First, bring all the variable terms on one side and the constants to the other side. Now what will you transpose? When you shift the term, sign change. So I'll be shifting this to this side, 2y to left hand side, it will become minus 2y. And I'll shift plus 2 to the other side, it will become minus 2 when it goes to the other side. So now we are doing 2 transpositions in one step. Till now we were doing only 1 transposition. That is a difference, right? So as we go ahead, you have to learn one something or the other new in further questions. So 2 transpositions. This one which is already there, sign remains same. On left hand side, it was already on this side, so do not change sign. But 2y is shifted, so it becomes minus 2y. Minus 5 was already there, so you do not change the sign. But 2 is going to the other side, sign changes. Right? Remember this? Clear? Now, we have done addition of like terms in algebra. These are like terms. So, variable part remains same, and integer addition minus 5 minus 2, it is minus 7. These I have added according to rules of integers. Now, cross multiplication. When you cross multiply, this would go here, divide, but the sign does not change. So minus 7 only divide here. So here it is, y is equal to minus 7 divided by minus 7. Now a negative divided by negative is ultimately positive, right? It is positive, and 7 divided by 7 is 1. So what is value of y, children? 1. Want to check your work? Let's check our work. Okay, I'll do it here, children. Check. Now when we check, we'll copy first question itself. LHS would be this and RHS would be this only, right? Not the second one step. First step only. So LHS, RHS. What is LHS? Let's copy here. 2 minus 5y. And what is RHS? 2y minus 5. Right? I've copied the question only. LHS, RHS. Now wherever there is y, what I'm going to put? 1. 2 minus 5 into 1 and 2 into 1 minus 5. Well, 2 minus 5, opposite sign, we always subtract. Put the sign with a greater numerical value. And 2 minus 5, same opposite sign, minus 3. Is LHS equal to RHS, children? Yes. Right? Clear? Okay, children. Now things are very easy because you have understood this. Now here again transposition, double transposition, two values to be shifted. Plus x comes to left hand side, it will become minus 6, and plus 3 goes to the other side, it becomes minus 3. So what is my first step? Whatever was on left hand side, the sign of that would not change. Only plus x would become minus 6. Now this was already minus 2 on right hand side, so sign of that too would not change. So plus 3 would be what? Minus 3. Right? This step is clear? Okay. Now here we have a fraction, so we'll have to add the fraction. Okay. Well, we can do the way I have taught you in my addition of algebraic expression in my video number 5. I have taught you that. For fraction ones, I will copy this way so that it would be easier for you. Now it is 1 out here. It's easy for you to handle. And here it would be minus 5. So we have to take LCM. 1 goes 3 times, 3. Because it was a fraction, so it would be easier this way. What you get now? 4 and 3 minus 3, 1 upon 3x is equal to minus 1. Now how to transpose? It is cross multiplication. The value which divides multiplies, but the sign does not change. So what happens now? Minus 5 into 3, minus 5 into 3. So x is equal to minus 50. See, we brought x to this side, minus x, 3 to the other side, minus 3, right? Now here was a fraction. So to make it easier, I have put it in brackets so that without x, I have put x outside so that taking LCM and all will be easier for you. This is the same way I have taught in my addition of algebraic expressions. So divide LCM 3, 4 minus 3, 1 by 3. Now when it is dividing, cross multiply, it should multiply. You get minus 50. Now let's check. There's a space to check. I'll do it here, children. This is for check LHS, RHS. Okay. Let's copy the question. You will do after the question, right? So it is 4x by 3 plus 3 and is x minus 2. Now wherever value of x is there, I am going to put minus 15. So 4 by 3 into minus 15 plus 3 and it is minus 15 minus 2. This side comes minus 17. This is not a problem. Now let's see here. When a positive multiplies by negative, it is negative 4 and 3 reduces 5 times. 4 into 5 plus 3. 3 it is multiplied, so we can reduce the numerator with the denominator. So it is minus 20 plus 3. What do you get, children? Opposite sign always subtract. So it is minus 17. Is LHS equal to RHS? Yes, LHS is equal to RHS. I hope now this double transposition work is also clear to you. If not, see this point once again before you move on to the next question. Alright, this is question number till 6 and 8. Now I am going to take question number 10 and 12. Okay. Now for this exercise, your work is to do even questions in your classwork register and remaining you can practice in your practice register The same way as I have taught you each question, you will follow in the same way. Right? So question number 10. X by 2 minus 6 is equal to x by 3 minus 5. And question number 12 is x by 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 minus x. Double transposition now again. So now let's do it little quickly. This would be brought to this side, it would be minus, and minus 6 would be taken to this side. So well, it is x by 2 minus x by 3 and minus 5 plus 6. Take LCM, it is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Opposite sign, 1. LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. 2 goes 3 times, so 3. 3 goes 2 times, just fractions, 2. It is 1 by 6, x is equal to 1. Now, single term, cross multiply, it should multiply, sign would not change, right? So, x is equal to 1 into 6, value of x is what? 6. Let's quickly check our LHS, RHS. Let's see what is LHS. X by 2 minus 6. I am copying here from here only. X by 3 minus 5. And what is value of x children? I am going to put 6. So 6 by 2 minus 6. 6 by 3 minus 5. Is it reducible? Yes. 2. So 3 minus 6 is minus 3 and 2 minus 5 is minus 3. So your LHS is equal to RHS. Right? Now you're finding it easy, isn't it, children? Right? Because things are same now. Double transposition once again, minus x go to this side, plus x, and plus 2 goes to this side, minus 2. So x by 2 plus x and 5 minus 2. Again fractions are there, so write 1 by 2 plus 1, and here it would be 3. LCM of course you know it would be 2 only, 1 plus 2. So it is what children? 3 by 2x is equal to cross multiplication, right? So value which divides it would multiply, and the one which multiplies divides, and sign does not change. Right? So 2 would multiply and 3 would divide. Well, this and this is reducible. What is value of x children? 2. And you can easily check your answer as I have taught here. Right? You should be able to check it on your own. Now we have done the 12th question and one last question, 14th question, and okay. So this is clear children, double transposition. Now one step further. Now here you have brackets to open and then to proceed. Okay, 14th question children. Okay. Question number 14. 7 into 3x minus 1 minus 6 into 2x plus 3, 8 into x minus 2 plus 1. Okay, let's solve this. First step, we'll have to open the bracket children, and when we open the bracket we have to multiply both the terms by both first and second, both the terms by 7. So 7 into 3 is 21x, and minus plus into minus was the sign minus, and 7 into 1 is 7. Minus into plus was the sign minus. 6 into 2 12x. Minus into plus minus, and 6 into 3 18 equal to Now I have to multiply both the terms by 8, not just one term, both the terms by 8. 8 into x plus into minus minus 16 and plus 1. Now left hand side, whatever like terms are there, you can simplify that. Before transposition, simplify, add or subtract. So let's do that. So I'll put first like terms together and then I'll simplify, it would be easier. This side, I'll put the positive first and then negative. Now let's proceed. X, opposite sign will subtract. 11 minus 2 is 9. So it is 9x. Opposite same sign we always add, minus, put the common sign, 25. 8x and this would be minus 15. Now transposition. What do you think would be there? 8x would be brought to this side, it would be minus 8x, and minus 25 would be taken to this side, it would be plus 25. So 9x minus 8x, and I'll write positive first so that subtraction would not be possible, would be difficult. We will not space either, and minus 15. Because we know it would be positive, so I have written positive first, right? Well, x, 1x, you want to write 1, otherwise it is not needed. I'll rub it also. 9 and minus 8 is 1. So there's only 1x and there is 1x, right? And this is 10. What is your answer, children? X is equal to 10. So this is, children, what you are going to do in this particular topic. This is solving linear equation by transposition method, and this method children will follow. Usually this method we follow in most of our calculations which you will have in your further chapters, because linear equation is what? To find value of unknown, and in most of the situations we have to find the value of unknown by forming equations. So when we solve it, we'll proceed by transposition method. So this should be practiced by you thoroughly, completed, and remember the rule of transposition and complete your work. Okay children? Complete it, do it on your own, practice it again and again as many times as it is possible. Take care children, God bless you.